What's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name's Ike, and I just talk about whatever I want over speed paints of me drawing in the background. So today, I'm actually going to be talking about something art related, and that is specifically a few personal art pet peeves of mine. Just some petty things I see in art that piss me off for whatever reason. I was thinking of making a video stuff I like to see in art and stuff that inspires me, but most of that I already incorporate into my own artwork. And I'm a hater first, so yeah. But also, please, pretty please, use that noggin your mother gave you to remember that these are just my personal opinions. At the end of the day, you can draw however you want. I really don't care. But if you still take offense to what I have to say, then oh well. And also real quick, the speed paint for this video is of my MILF personification for the month of January because I'm creative and deranged like that. But yeah, let's jump into this video. Okay, so my first art pet peeve of mine is when the pelvis on a character is missing. This sounds really weird, but I do tend to see this on female characters more. Like, I remember like a year or two ago, whenever that was, I guess Coomers on Twitter discovered what belly fat on a woman wearing a pencil skirt looks like, but they were drawing it like wrong to the point to where people didn't know what to call it. Like, someone was like, what do we call this? And then some motherfucker replied saying some shit like tubby womb. And I burst out laughing. Like, if you saw that screenshot, you know what I'm talking about. Like, that sounds so stupid, but I can't even blame that user for saying that because the anatomy was just so off. That's low-key what it looked like. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, here I even drew a picture of it at that time just to showcase what I was talking about because I was so annoyed seeing it get passed around everywhere. Like, why the hell are the legs starting from the stomach? Like, just looking at it, it makes no sense. Anywho, that quickly passed because other people were also pointing out how bad the anatomy was, but I was just so unreasonably annoyed at the time, so just wanted to add that in. My next art pet peeve is when people draw fat characters, but their arms are skinny. Like, have you ever seen a fat person? Like, I get that fat distribution on everyone is different, but 95% of the time the fat goes to the arms too, so it just looks ridiculous. Like, all that fat and sticks for arms, like, that makes no sense. And this next pet peeve kind of ties into, you know, the one I just talked about, but it's when the proportions on a fat character are insanely ridiculous. For example, when all of their fucking fat is in their butt and thighs. Like, don't get me wrong, I also have bottom heavy characters as well, like Penelope, but like, the character will be looking like Squidward when he ate those Krabby Patties. Like, her back looks broke and the bitch can't even touch her damn knees, and it just looks stupid. Like, she looks like a T-Rex low-key, and it just bothers me so bad. Like, just draw her fat normally. Like, ugh. Don't say you love drawing fat girls or you love drawing big bitches when you're afraid to give her a big back. Okay, so next art pet peeve is when people draw tongues they draw it in a way where it looks like a fucking pussy, and like, you know the way like horny artists tend to draw tongues sometimes? Unfortunately, I can't really show it for obvious reasons, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know. Like, I hate that so bad. Like, whose fucking tongue looks like that? Yeah. Next pet peeve is thigh gaps. More specifically, when the thigh gap is on a bigger person, and realistically, their thighs should be like touching. There should be no gap there. Like, that shit doesn't make no sense. Like, thigh gaps aren't even cute like that. So why are you forcing a thigh gap on this big bitch? Again, looks silly as hell. Let them thighs touch. It's not gonna kill you. I promise. I promise you. Next one is outfit memes. So now I don't have a gripe with all outfit memes, obviously. Most of the time they're whatever to me. but it's only when it's an ugly ass outfit and it blows up everywhere. Like, I just roll my eyes. Like, there is no way y'all think that shit actually looks cute. For example, there is a trend going around at the time of me working on this video of the Virgin Killer sweater, or whatever the hell it's called. Now, I could have sworn that there's another outfit trend like this in the last few years, where it was also called the Virgin Killer sweater, but it looked entirely different. The first one I'm referring to, the older one, was just a sweater, but the entire back and the sleeves were cut out, so the character's butt crack would be showing. And then the current one is like a sweater attached to stockings, like from the boobs to the stockings they're attached. Anywho, both look insanely unsexy. There are other ones I disliked in the past as well, but I can't remember them right now. Not to mention, outfit memes aren't even really popular like that anymore. So, you know, at least from what I see on my TL, so it's really not that big of a pet peeve for me compared to the other ones on this list. Next pet peeve, and this is one I'm especially kind of passionate about if you paid attention to my username. But my next pet peeve is when people refuse to draw characters over the age of 21. That, or they draw so-called MILFs and GILFs, but they're not a fucking MILF. Like, why does this bitch look 25 at the oldest? I'm talking about balloon tits, no fat to be seen on her body. She has no wrinkles or any other signs of aging. Not one sign of aging. Like, you are a fake ass MILF lover. Let her thing hang. Give her some fucking fat and give her some beautiful wrinkles. Like, y'all will claim up and down to love MILFs, but then recoil when you see a woman over the age of 35 wear anything above her knees. Like, don't even get me started on the self-proclaimed GILF lovers. Like, I'm going to save this topic for another day because I could literally talk about this for hours. But I am so tired of people just... It makes me so mad. Like, you look at a 25-year-old bitch and call her a MILF? Bitch, that is not a MILF. Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? Like, are you stupid? Are you dumb? Now, I just touched on this briefly in the last pet peeve, but another pet peeve of mine is balloon tits. Need I say more? It looks crazy. Let them puppies hang. Now, these next few pet peeves are less about things I see in art and more about what people do relating to art, if that makes sense. Anyways, I personally find it really annoying when artists quote retweet another mostly non-horny tweet with the horniest Kuma art imaginable. Like, oh my god, time and place. Like, for example, let's say someone makes a tweet like, y'all, look at this tomato, and the tomato looks like a giant ass or something. Then here comes a horny ass artist quote retweeting the tweet with a tomato girl or some shit like that getting fucked in her ass. like I said, you can draw whatever you want, but like in most cases, OP doesn't want to see that shit in their mentions. Like, never in my life. And finally, the last pet peeve of mine is when I post my gay coupley shit and bitches and people quote retweet my art, talk about some, gee, this is literally me and my partner. Like, no, it's not. Who are you? Get off my post. But yeah, those are literally all of my art pet peeves in a nutshell. If I think of any more, I might make a part 2 in the future, but we're gonna have to see. Feel free to let me know any of your own art pet peeves down in the comment section down below. I had a little bit more fun with this one than I was expecting, probably because I'm a hater first, but I do feel pretty good about this video. I think for the next one, I'm actually going to do an art vlog, which is going to be a little tricky because I low-key haven't been drawing that much the week I'm recording this. But if it ends up being on the shorter side, then so be it. Anyways, thanks again for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Sign up for my Patreon if you have the means to do so. I am now gonna get back to writing my nautical Yuri romance. Bye.